This is Georgia Banks for Boxing King Media in association with theboxingking.com. Joining us today is professional welterweight Jamie Robinson ahead of his fight on the MTK card on the 19th of March. Jamie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Yourself?
Good. Yeah, I'm not bad. Thank you very much. So you've been out of the ring for a little while now. Was it your last fight December 2019? Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, 15 months ago, just with the COVID and stuff.
How's your journey been back into the ring for you? I know you've had some personal challenges.
To be honest, last 15 months has been a dream. It's been all right. Like, I've started up doing like personal training and that in the lockdown. So I've been busy with that. Starting myself up with that. Got great clientele at the minute. But at the same time, I'm training around it, and I've set up something so I'm able to train and I'm able to work, and it's doing all right. You know, it's decent. I've been out the ring for 15 months, but in that time, I've moved trainer, and I've really developed as a fighter, I feel. I've used all my wisely. I ain't just like staying in the gym and I'm doing the same thing day in day out. I'm working with my new trainer, and on Friday everybody's going to see what I've been working on, and I can't wait.
Definitely. So like most fighters through lockdowns, have you kind of been told to just keep ready at all times?
Yeah. I was due to box last March against CRO School. Ended up breaking my hand, so that pushed me back until like the May, and then they offered me a couple of fights, but because they've already boxed behind closed doors at that time, I turned around and I said I just wanted a fight to get back into it. But at the minute, the situation is they want you in 50-50 fights, ones where they get the most views and what's going to get the most attention. And the fights they was offering, I wanted just my second fight back, just to get back in it, get the ring rust off, where I've just had like 5 months out of the ring. But then we did take a fight with Florian Marco when the phone rang. We was ready to fight him. I thought like AJ on the card, let's go for it. And then after Christmas, they asked me for a fight with Darren Stewart as number 15 in the division. I said, yeah, let's go for him. Like, he ain't boxed behind the closed doors. So I thought, yeah, it's 50-50 anyway. He's gonna have to deal with the same thing as what I'm dealing with. Unfortunately, Darren Stewart has injured his hand. So they found a fighter in Billy Elliott, and that's who I'm fighting on Friday night.
So Florian Marco is a name that a lot of welterweights are calling out at the minute. What do you think about him and his style of fighting?
To be fair, he's a great fighter. He's not an idiot. Like, he performed well against Ryan Charlton, but Ryan Charlton was just like, not being horrible to the kid. He was there to be it. Didn't really bring much to the table apart from walking forward with a tight guard open that Florian was going to break down. And he made Florian look $1 million. But at the same time, Florian, he ain't an idiot. Like, he's a decent fighter, and I think I'd be confident of beating in Florian, and well, hopefully one day they ask for the fight again and we can get that on. But he's at welterweight, I'm at super lightweight, so at that time I was around about welter anyway, so anyway I'd have been happy with. But when the Darren Stewart fight come, I went up going back down to my original weight, and that's super lightweight, and a weight where I feel like not that I've got the best chances at, but just one where I feel like I've got the most advantage, like basically the advantages with my size and with the strength training, and I'm able to make it. So like, why not get down to it and use your full advantage? Use it to your full advantage.
Definitely. Would you say you're quite a flexible fighter? Then you're more than happy to go up. You're more than happy to go down. You'll just fight anyone.
Yeah, I'm not really too fussed like with a welterweight or light welter, but realistically, I want to be looking at like welterweight when I'm massive for the weight. So I'm 5'11" and I'm a big geezer. So when I rehydrate, and I'm pretty big. So I want to use your full advantages to the fullest. You know what I mean? So. And I think I'm only like literally one fight away from like an English title fight, probably like 2-3 away from my British. So and that welterweight is a great weight as well. So either one of them two is a great weight, but I'm gonna stick at like a super lightweight now. Now I've made the weight, I'm not gonna all of a sudden drop that down and tailor make all my diet and my training plan, my strength training plan to make 140 to all of a sudden give that up and go up a weight again straight away. So. Now I'm back at like super lightweight. I'm going to stay at it. So Florian Marco is quite like, if it did happen, like that could happen in the future now.
So is the British route the route you're wanting to go down? You're going to go British, English, Commonwealth, or what's ideal for you?
I'd like the English, do the traditional route. I think this is for the southern area, Eliminator.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm not being horrible, but like I'm not being ignorant to it all. I feel like I'm 16 fights deep, and I see the kids fighting here like 8 fights, and I feel like I'm too experienced to like sort of box at the southern area. I'm looking. I want the English title, I want the British title, and then move on to like the Commonwealth and European. That's my aim.
So you're fighting on the NTK card on the 19th for a southern area title eliminator. What do you know about your opponent, Billy?
Well, the only things I've really seen him, I've seen little clips of him fighting Danny Darko, and I'm not really one of these fighters to sort of watch like my opponent too much, and I leave that all down to people that are paid to do their job, and that's my trainer, Mickey Burke. He sorted out the tactics. We've been working on certain things, but I just feel like whatever he brings to the table, like I would have seen before, like I had 66 amateur fights. I've boxed for my country. I've won gold medals. I've done it all. I've been boxing since I was 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. I've been boxing since I was 6 years old. So it ain't nothing I ain't seen before. And I'm well experienced. The people who I spar with are leagues above Billy anyway. And I feel like I get like top end of better fighters. And the kid who he lost against Danny Darko, I believe I'm a better fighter than him. So I feel like I'm a better boxer and I'm a better fighter than this kid. So should be the right fight. This is right step in fight, and it's going to move me into the right positions for hopefully the English title next.
Obviously, you'd like to win the fight. How would you like to win
it? As quick as possible. So I can get
just so I
home
can
and
put
eat
a bet on.
just so I can go home and eat some burgers and donuts, and go and see my family and my baby and stuff like that. I ain't see like my missus and that. They left on Monday to go up to where my mum lives. So I ain't seen my family for a couple of days, my little girl. So I'm used to seeing her every day. So I'm quite missing her and that. But and then I'm just looking forward to eating and catching up with my family, what I ain't seen since like December. So since Christmas, like I sacrifice a lot, I give up a lot for my dream, and that's it. Where I live in Harlow in Essex. And all my family live up north. I moved away a couple of years ago where I re-established myself after coming out of prison. After some sort of like personal, like some relationship issues. I come out of prison and I end up moving down there, and like now, I've just re-established myself, and I'm just missing my family. So yeah, I can't wait to just fight and get it out of the way as soon as possible, really.
Would you say that's the hardest thing about camp and training for a fight, is being away from your family?
Yeah, 100%. Like I see, like other kids like Piers O'Leary and that, like they move over from Ireland and they give up a lot of themselves. So I see my little girl every night, but sometimes I don't really get to see her because 6 o'clock in the morning I'm up, I'm out the door, I'm working on, and then I'm training twice, and then I'm back like working in the evening. So I only see my little girl for like an hour a day, and then I just can't wait to just have like a couple of weeks where it's just like a bit of downtime, catch up with my little girl. She's only 8 months old, so yeah, it'd be nice to finally do some proper family stuff with.
Definitely. So do you believe that you are in the best possible condition that you've ever been in for Friday night?
I think every person says it, like they're in the best shape and they're in the best, like but yeah, I really do. I've got a great trainer around me who's experienced, and he's been in good camps with other boys who's fought at the level that I want to fight at. So he's been around that mix of people. He's taught me a lot, and my strength and conditioner, Ricky McFarlane, he's a great geezer, and my nutritionist as well. He is. So I believe I've got the best team of people around me, and when you've got that trust in your camp, it's only going to bring out the best in you. So yeah, I feel like I'm happy as a person in my training. The trust is there, and yeah, it's to bring the best out of me, and I feel like I'm in the best possible shape and the best mind frame possibly going into Friday night.
I know you mentioned coming out of prison, and if you don't mind me asking, if you don't mind talking about it, you've also battled with testicular cancer, haven't you?
Yeah, I've come out. I've got my license back after having a 2-year layout. Come back, I had 2 wins. and then was in the shower and I found a lump. So went to the hospital. They told me I had testicular cancer. A couple of months later, I got it all clear. Luckily, it was only on one of my testicles, so it was pretty simple. I got straight out of that. I decided I didn't want a chemo because chemo doesn't kill just good cells; it kills bad cells. And I thought, like, if it's all clear now, then what's the point of chucking something else in your thing? So then I dealt with all that. I had the focus of boxing, just coming back to it. So it's always kept me on the straight and narrow sort of thing, boxing. So it's always sort of saved me in many ways. And yeah, it's a hard experience. I'm not gonna lie.
I can imagine. How old were you at the time?
I was 27 years old.
Wow, that must have been really, really difficult for you and your family as well.
Yeah, it's like, but it was a good, not really a good life experience, but I believe there's always a positive in every negative. So the way I looked at it made me realise and see what life was really about, and what the meaning of life was, like, what it was really about. So I learned a lot about myself. I come through the operation. I thought my voice changed. So imagine waking up and things weren't the same as what they used to be. I used to think, I don't like myself, and I suffered a bit of depression and that. But I come through that. I boxed in the September, 6 months after getting it all clear, like no one's ever done that. And then I come back and I signed with MTK, and now I'm behind closed doors. I'm looking towards title fights like within 2 years, and like no one's ever done what I've done. So it's just like I'm inspired by myself in many ways, and like the manifestation of that, where I believe in myself, where I feel like I'm untouchable, like I'm unbreakable, like I've passed cancer, like I've passed real life problems, you know what I mean, and I've dealt with them. And I look back and like you always look back, and I don't think I'm all done, but I always look back and I'm grateful for everything that's ever happened to me, because like I say, like behind every negative there's a positive, and I've took the positives of every situation I've ever been in.
Definitely. And you've had such a rough few years, really. And just by you getting back in the ring, you'll have inspired so many people. What advice would you give men
100%.
of a similar age going through something similar? What would you say to them?
I'm very grateful again for my boxing. I've got a lot to really look around, and I'm grateful for in life. Just stay focused, find a focus. There's a lot of people who are struggling with this lockdown, and don't get me wrong, like I think I've struggled a little bit with it as well, like I'm not gonna lie. Where you can't really go and see all your friends and stuff like that, but everybody's in the same boat. So like, don't be afraid to talk to people and speak to people about their problems, and open up. Like my girlfriend, like she is like the best person I've ever come across. Like me and her, we chat about everything, and like she's like, yeah, she's seen me cry, she's seen me break down, she's seen everything. Like, and when you've got that good of a relationship in somebody, I feel like yeah, unbreakable sort of thing. Like I feel like when I need to talk to somebody, I've got the right people around me, because I've opened up to them and have allowed my wall to be down, like drop my wall down for them people. And I feel like it's the best thing I've ever done. Like some people, they feel like they're too proud to speak out, and whereas I think to myself, like, why though? Like just speak to somebody, because it does help you, even though it might not feel like it is, but it's getting it out in the open. And when you are and people are aware of it, people can actually help you.
Well, Jamie, thank you so much for talking with Boxing King Media, and best of luck for Friday.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe to our channel, as we have plenty more exclusive interviews, documentaries, and much more coming your way.